I told my husband that he couldn't go to his little sister's wedding, and the amount of drama that came out of this, could not even imagine. If you haven't seen the first parts of the story, go watch those and then come back here. But to catch everybody up, my husband's little sister, who's interfered in every single part of our marriage, decided that she was gonna throw her last minute wedding on the exact same day that my husband and I were supposed to leave for our honeymoon. I told my husband, yeah, absolutely not. She did this on purpose, and we've already put so much time and money into this honeymoon, so we're going. He decided that I could just go on the first 2 days of our honeymoon by myself and he would meet up with me later. So then without him knowing, I changed the name on his plane ticket and all of our reservations to my best friend's name, and I just took her instead. During the week I was on my honeymoon with my best friend, honestly, I was having the best time. I blocked anyone that may try and reach out and cause drama about the whole situation. So I was just pretending like it wasn't even happening. But reality finally started to set in when I was in the car on the way back from the airport. I realized that in a matter of minutes, I was going to have to face my husband and discuss this issue. As much as I felt like I was in the right based on everything that happened, I did block him from the entire honeymoon and then ghost him for a week. So I assumed he was going to be pretty unhappy with me. My husband was the one that booked the tickets originally, so he knew exactly what time I was supposed to be home. So when I got in the house, he was just sitting there waiting for me on the couch. And I walked in there ready for battle. I was ready for the biggest fight in our marriage. So I was shocked when that was not the case. As soon as I walk in the door, my husband gets up, walks right over to me, gives me the biggest hug, starts crying, and then apologizing to me, which not like my husband. That man is so stubborn and will never admit he's wrong. And I in no way had prepared for this response from my husband, so I had no idea what to even say. Finally, I just asked him what happened. Because in order for him to be this apologetic and admitting he's wrong, something major must have happened. So my husband starts telling me what happened at this wedding, and I could not even believe that his sister would do something this insane. He said that he got to the wedding and he already was not in a good mood because his wife had just went on their honeymoon without him and blocked him on everything. So he just wasn't really feeling like himself. And everything was so chaotic that day since the wedding was so last minute, and his little sister is just barking orders at him, telling him to do all of these things, and then just getting so mad at him that he's not acting like himself. And he's like, you should just be happy that I'm here because this is not good for my marriage. So they're just bickering back and forth constantly. And finally, just to get away from her, my husband agrees to do some meaningless errand. And as he's walking out, he sees the groom, who looks absolutely sick, pale in the face, shaky, just not well. And so my husband's like, are you okay? Are you getting cold feet? And he's not even able to look my husband in the eye. Finally, his sister's fiance says, listen, I've been hearing about how much drama this entire wedding has caused, and I need to be honest with you. This wedding isn't real. My husband looks at him. He says, what do you mean this wedding's not real? Of course it's real. We're here right now. He goes, no, this wedding wasn't even supposed to happen. This man told my husband that his sister had hired him and was paying him to be her fake fiance so that they could plan a wedding and ruin our honeymoon. That was the whole point. The plan was that after my fiance and I moved around our honeymoon reservations, lost money, she was going to break up with her fiance and then ask her brother to completely miss the honeymoon so that he could be there and support her. But because I didn't give in and I wouldn't change the plans around, she had to go through with this fake wedding so that he didn't have time to join me on the honeymoon. The groom said that his sister had offered him a ton more money to go through the wedding and said that they could just get an annulment after it happens, but he just couldn't do it. He was realizing, standing there, about to walk down the aisle, that he was not able to go through with this fake wedding. I think he also just has a conscience and realized that he was involved in a scheme that was literally ruining a marriage. So my husband immediately goes and confronts his little sister, and at first she's denying it over and over and over again, but finally she admits it, that the whole thing was a lie. And she said that she just wanted to make sure that at the end of the day, my husband would still pick her over me. And he did. So she was really happy about that. So he stormed off and hasn't talked to his little sister since. And his entire family is reaching out saying, just go easy on her. She loves you. She was just jealous and feeling insecure. You know how she gets. I'm sorry. This is why she is the way she is because everyone just condones her behavior. So now my husband is standing right in front of me, crying, apologizing, telling me that I was right the whole time. It took your sister having a fake wedding, almost going into a fake marriage, for you to realize that this was all intentional. Thought it was pretty clear it was intentional from the beginning. You just didn't listen to me. He said he was so sorry for taking so long to realize that she had malicious intentions for our marriage, and he promised that he would set really firm boundaries going forward. But I don't know. I don't know if I can forgive him for this one. He does seem really apologetic and like he wants to change, but I just am exhausted. This feels like a final straw to me. So let me know what you would do.